So you can probably tell by looking at me or, by the fact I've never had the touch of a human woman. I'm a really big Mario fan. So when I heard they were making a Mario movie, like a lot of people, I was a bit skeptical. I had a thought about it, and realistically, since the 90s, since that monstrosity of a Mario movie came out, and all of that really disgusting Zelda stuff for the Philips CDI, Nintendo were pretty strict about what they did with their IP moving forward. So I knew if they were going to give out Mario, their biggest one, they were going to make sure it was done right. I heard it was Illumination, and look, I'm not a massive fan of the Despicable Me movies, so I was a bit worried in that sense, but when that first trailer came out, man, I was hooked. And now I've seen the movie, I watched it last night, so let's talk about it. Alright, first things first. This movie looks incredible. The animation is done perfectly. Man, I nearly shed a bloody tear when they first got to the Mushroom Kingdom. Holy moly, it looks so good. And just on that, I'm a really big fan of just the art style in general. I think they absolutely nailed taking the Mario look and just keeping it the way it was, but also kind of updating it. Like, you look at characters like Bowser, like the way he looks in this movie is just incredible. And when I first saw the trailer, I thought Mario looked a little bit weird, but I think it suits perfectly, and like all the characters just done so well. I can't get over like the way the Mushroom Kingdom is set, and where they've made each like area look so unique, but also so like familiar to the games. Incredible. And speaking of being familiar to the games, the amount of bloody references in this movie is insane. There are a few ones that stood out to me as just being the best things ever, like when you first see Donkey Kong and they play that DK rap. Then you got all the little things, like, just that really made it shine. Like, when Luigi's phone rang, it was the GameCube startup song. When they're with the Kongs and they're looking at a map, it's the map from Super Mario World. And don't get me started on the music. Holy shit. The way they've done the music in this movie is absolutely incredible. The way they've used all these old tracks, but just repurposed them so well. I'll say the soundtrack itself was pretty good. They had some fun tracks like Take On Me and I Need a Hero, which fit the vibe pretty well. And that's one thing really great about the movie. Like, it's a massive nostalgia hit. And like I said, being a big Mario guy, like, I understood a lot of the references because they reference like basically every single game, and especially the new stuff too, which I was super surprised about. Like, they had the cat suit, they had Lumas for Mario Galaxy, like, that was all really awesome. But the way they did it was just so well, and it fit the movie really well, and it just made the whole thing so much more fun than if it was just like a really cheap reference here and there. The fact that throughout the whole movie, like, there's just packed with references, not just to Mario, like to Nintendo in general, and to the culture around it too. Like, there's jokes about like cartridges and that sort of stuff too. And Mario's playing Kid Icarus right at the beginning. Like, there's just so much stuff, and it's so good. Alright, so now that I've nerded out a bit, let's talk about the movie itself. So first off, the cast. We got Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Like, there's a lot of other ones too that I'm forgetting, but that's kind of the main cast. Obviously, everyone was very worried about Chris Pratt right from the beginning, like all those memes about like Chris Pratt as Mario. And I can kind of understand that, but he did a good job. And to be honest, I actually quite like the way they did the accent. That was quite a big discussion from the beginning of like, is it going to be just the classic Mario accent, or is it going to be an American accent? But I kind of really dug the way they did the Italian American accent, like the New York Brooklyn accent. I thought that's like almost the perfect like middle ground, because they're not being offensive, but they're also still making him Italian. And so I thought that was really good. Obviously, we can't forget Charles Martinet doing his very quick cameo right at the beginning and also the end. He's great. When the movie first got announced, I was like, they should have made him voice Mario. But at the end of the day, I understand why they didn't. But Chris Pratt, good. Charlie Day, excellent. Anya Taylor-Joy, you can't go wrong with her. She's amazing. The biggest standout to me absolutely has to be Jack Black. I love everything that man does. He just sounded really good. Like, he was just really fit the character of Bowser. I feel like they had a good divide between him being evil, scary, having the real deep tones in his voice, but then also like they had a lot of funny moments, and obviously they had to have him sing because it's fucking Jack Black. And so that was awesome too. In terms of the plot, look, at the end of the day, it was pretty thin. It's a family movie. Also, one thing you need to think about is the fact that you can't sit here watching a Mario movie being like, oh, the plot's thin, because it's Mario. Every fucking game, the plot is thin. I kind of like the way they've almost intertwined plots of other games. Like, Bowser wanting to marry Peach is the plot of the new Mario Odyssey game, and so how that's kind of part of it. And they even use the suit from the game that Bowser wears, the white suit. Like, I can't get over how like well they've brought stuff from the games in and just referenced everything. Honestly, I'm gonna say this a million more times, like, The Mushroom Kingdom just looked incredible. The scene when Mario and Toad are walking through Mushroom Kingdom and there's just all the toads like interacting, doing all their stuff. Just so good. I wouldn't be going in this movie thinking you're getting this amazing cinematic experience, but you're getting an extremely fun time. You're getting an extremely good looking movie. Like the animation is really, really good. You're getting Mario references galore. You're getting great voice acting. You're getting amazing music. Honestly, there's nothing not to love about this movie, especially if you're a Mario fan. Please go watch it. I really love it. I'm definitely going to go watch it again because I didn't see it with my brother and he's really upset with me, so I'm going to go watch it with him. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. We're getting more reviews coming in soon. There's going to be a lot of new content too. This studio I'm in now is changing, so we're getting a bit of a renovation, so exciting stuff. Stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.